This is the look of a man who's been defeated and stripped of everything he thought he owned.
You have seen two men beaten. Big time.
Are there smallmouth yet? I have no idea, dude. I feel like I'm in the Matrix right now and something is planted in my brain.
The thing about chasing ghosts is you fail. You're like, well, I'm gonna go home for a week and then definitely gonna go do it again. And that's such a major problem.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Chasing Ghosts. As you can tell, the seasons have changed. Me and Cody hibernated for like 6 months, we'll say. For some of you who watch the Crappie Chronicles, that's actually what I did. Hunter just kind of laid in his basement and cried. That's,
For the most part.
yeah.
No, that's exactly what I did.
I'm not kidding. That's what he did. So last fall, struggle bus, but it is spring. It is mid-May. And it has been like 90 degrees for a week. This place literally thawed 8 days ago?
8 days, yeah.
Probably about 8 days ago. Water temp, hopefully, praying. We had really bad luck last year, but really hoping for like 50-degree water. And we're about to go get after it. It is bright early in the morning. It's like 5:30 right now. It is bright out. This is nice. This is really nice. I like this, but we got a little gift, then we're going to go hit the water. What do we got here, Hunter?
What do we have? We have a little party on the back deck of this boat right now. Oh yeah, from Omnia Fishing.
So obviously new tackle since it's spring.
Yes. We're gonna need a whole lot of new stuff. Oh, you did, Bart, you did. What did you get there? Oh, that's a little piece of, it's a slice of smallmouth heaven right there. Little jerk baits, some tubes, some howies. What do we got here? Some pit bosses. That is for your own sake. That is not gonna catch a smallmouth today. Oh, that's just so cute, isn't it? Look at that handwritten letter. Omnia. Look at that. With every order comes a free drawing. That's nice. That is nice. Jerk baits and terminal tackle, whatever you need, you can find it at Omnia Fishing. Flashy swimmers. Needless to say, you can see they have all the good stuff.
And now,
Yes.
we need to show the people smallmouth.
That's what we're doing? I was joking. Hidden in the North Woods, where pines fade into the sky,
Is a class of fish seemingly as present and as old as the residents of the community. You come here for one reason, and one reason only.
and that's to catch a fish that will change your life.
What many believe to be a dream
Is actually a nightmare.
on this trip, you voluntarily sign up for failure.
To be pushed into the brink of insanity. So why do you do it? To prove that they exist.
And so, like, post, right? We're done with the fall bite.
Mm-hmm.
Analyze that. What went wrong? What went right? Like, why are we back here in the spring?
How much time you got, buddy? Well, all right.
Fall bite was tough. So obviously we're here in the spring now. We're here in the spring because we didn't quite accomplish what we wanted to in the fall. It was really difficult. Cody mentioned to me that it was kind of some of the worst fishing he's ever seen. And I think a big part of that was we had a really warm year last year. And what I think happened was lakes got way warmer, way deeper than they typically do. So when we thought the lake had flipped, it hadn't.
Well, we ran into this fall because it was 100% the worst fishing I've ever experienced up here in the fall. Is we ran into a very late turnover for a lot of our lakes.
Because when we were leaving after our first trip out here, we started seeing the lakes flip, and we were like, oh, okay, we'll just come back, you know, a week or two later.
I mean, we couldn't find ciscos, we couldn't find fish, obviously. I mean, and the fish that we did find were inconsistent, not wanting to eat because they just weren't right. Their house was being moved. The house was being moved.
There really was no window of opportunity out here. So the fall bite was really difficult, and I think, I mean, more than anything, weather had a really big factor into it. And I mean, you can blame cameras on that. You bring them up to an epic bite and suddenly things never go right. So yeah, it was a lot of things that went wrong. However, we had glimpses. Got him.
Sure.
It's pretty big. That's what we're looking for. Dude, don't jump. Why are you jumping? It's 45-degree water. Come here. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That's
what I'm talking about.
That is it. There we go.
So, as you saw, we got just a blimp on a good old football jig, all-terrain football jig. We got her trimmed up, and yeah, this is what we've been chasing. Chasing ghosts for fish like this. The body dynamics are just absolutely gross. That's probably, what do you think, Cody? Like a 5 1/4, 5
Probably.
1/2?
Yep.
Maybe more. Bounce around. Okay. 526. So 526. A great start to coming back. The snow has stopped a bit. We're gonna get her back, and hopefully we're done chasing the ghost and we can start catching the Cisco chasers. So here we go. I can see it. That took way too long.
Yeah.
I hate when they're on a spy bait bite. Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, bud.
It's a good one.
Good one.
We're working our way.
Yep.
Dude, he crushed that. That took like 20 casts. Another like 4-pounder probably. Big old male. We're looking for your female, buddy. All right, trying to get her. See ya, pal.
Oh my gosh, look. Lost him.
Do it.
Eat something.
I'm going right by it
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
Come on, honey.
Oh, they're there. Right behind us. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, your rig went right. Oh, one's following it. Oh. Oh, look at him.
My line's stuck.
Ah.
My line's stuck. My line's literally stuck. It won't go down.
Oh my gosh. It's a wolf pack of them.
Just
Oh, you mother.
go forward a bit. They're on the end of the boat right now. We gotta get real lucky here. We're gonna try this. Where's your line? Literally right there, down about 10 feet.
Oh, look at all of them. Look at all of them. Look at all of them. Oh my gosh. They're right.
Hey, Rick. Eat it. Just do it. Oh, I'm not high. I'm too high.
Yep. Oh, come on. Oh, keep reeling. Oh my gosh, when you dropped it to him, he totally engaged. It's too addicting.
He's right
Yeah,
under the boat
yep.
right now. Dude, I thought he was gonna crush it.
Oh, so did I. I saw him
I clicked, you heard my reel
Yeah,
click,
and
and
then
you
you
just
just
see
went-
him go right after it,
Yep.
and it's like,
nothing was consistent, and that's what you need when you're trying to chase fish of low density. You need consistency in order to get on top of them, and we had none of that.
There were glimpses at the potential, and that's why we're back here.
So now we're coming full season over into the spring, and it's a much different scene from the summer or fall with Cisco chasing fish.
Smallmouth in the spring, they move a lot, and they move very rapidly. But what the setup we have here is, obviously, you know, we had ice pretty late, till the end of April about, and then it got like 90 degrees, so it was really, really warm, water heated up fast, so things are changing very rapidly, as they do in the north in the spring.
For the most part, they've got one thing on their mind. They want to spawn. They've just had the lid over the top of their heads for how many months now, and they want to get up and do their thing and get back out to chasing bait. It's almost an inconvenience for them that they have to go spawn. So what we look for is, if you can imagine, if you've been to your lake and you're having a hard time like finding where they're at before the spawn, imagine where those beds are, and you're looking for a stop sign.
We call them stop signs, right? So these fish will move like every hour, every 2 hours. Once they decide to go, they're just gonna go. And what you do is you go look for your spawning area, and then you kind of work as a ladder, kind of the way I think of it. You just work your way back until wherever they were in the winter, and you try to run into them on a stop sign.
So we're looking for tapering points, a busted up rock jetty that's 6 feet of water rather than the 4 feet of water that they're gonna spawn in. We're looking for groups of fish that are gathered together.
However, that can be really easy in lakes that have a lot of fish. Now, the lakes we're at out here don't have a lot of fish in them. You just got to run into them in a place where, instead of looking for a school of 50, like you would in your typical lakes that have larger populations, 50, 100 fish, you're looking for like a wolf pack. You're looking for 5 to 10 of them.
Jerk baits, Ned rigs, hair jigs, it all plays, but what we're really looking for is that one conglomeration of fish that's in one tight spot. That's what we're hunting, and we're waiting for that group of fish to show up on some of those stop signs.
And it's difficult, but it's fun, because once again, they're Cisco chasers, so they're frickin' huge. Okay, we are out on the water, and as you can tell, Cody's already started casting because he can't contain himself. But what we basically got going on right now is, what do we got for water temp, Cody?
54.
54. It warmed up fast. There was literally ice out here like 8-9 days ago, but it warmed up really quickly, so we're actually just in a little cut. So basically rock leading up to spawning flat. We're fishing for them pre-spawn. We're inside of where they were wintering, obviously, so now we're trying to track them down to where they should be coming to. Obviously, we struggled a little bit in the fall to catch the really, really, really big ones. So this is the next chance to intercept those Cisco chasers, is when they do go to spawn. So We're chasing them pre-spawn. They should be grossly fat, which they were in the fall. I can't even imagine how grossly fat they'll be now, but we're going to get to fishing. I think Cody's starting with the jerkbait. I'm not even sure what I'm going to start with, but we're going to get after it.
Gotta get used to what things feel like.
Is that a fish?
Oh, it was, dude. They are dirty shallow.
Good spot, Bob.
I'm like, what the fuck? He was up by the reeds. Like, I mean, it is not deep up there.
That was a fish?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, the first one was a reed and I pulled it off. And then the second one, I'm like, you fuck, god dang it. I was way up there. I'm like, nope.
Huh.
Throw a hair jig up there.
Yeah, I can grab my hair jig.
Oh, there's one. Big one. Dirty shallow. Watch, it's a walleye.
Our luck.
Oh my gosh, I have a bass on right now. Hey, they're up there. I don't think it's a giant one, but it's a nice start. You know what? It took us... I don't know what bass look like anymore. Oh, please don't come off. Please don't come off.
Oh, that's a real big one.
Is it?
Yeah. Over 5. Maybe
No, just oh my gosh. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Oh,
what is wrong with you,
That
little...
should be over 5.
It's probably only like a 4-pounder. It's so short, dude.
I bet it's a 5. Okay, so what's going on, Hunter?
So right now we checked like a feeler spot to see how far along they are, and they're not quite there yet. I mean, it's easy to get eager and like jump the gun on how fast these fish want to move when you see a spike in the water temps. But we came out to this main lake point, more traditional staging spot, and I botched the first bite. Let's put it that way. I thought it was a reed. It was not. Next cast, caught this guy. Nice 4.5 pounder. But there's more out there. Like, let's stop talking. Let's catch them. Oh, got one.
Lame.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you little
Giant wall.
oh, you bet. I'm like, either it's a really big one not moving or it's a walleye. Oh, you little... God, I freaking hate you. Ow! Jeez.
It's a feisty.
Yeah, right.
It's not normally that feisty.
No.
He ate a hair jig?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Of course he did. It's like a football jig, but better.
Of course.
God. Damn, I hate you things. Oh.
Of course he did.
Why wouldn't he?
I was like, oh, cool.
Oop.
But then I was like, this isn't fighting like I'd imagine a smallmouth.
Lame. There's one. There's a big one.
Big smallie?
Yeah, I think so. But head shake's like a smallie, and head shake's like a good one. Well, not a giant.
Still just blows my
Still,
mind.
yeah, I know.
Not a giant.
I'm complaining.
Look how thin he is.
I know. Little male. Little male guy. Well, at least we're catching them.
Yeah.
That's fish. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. We're gonna let him go. Catch another one. You know, let him go to let him grow, as they say.
Yeah. You're like, oh, neat. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a really big fish.
That's a big one. I think that surprised you a little bit.
Dude, I thought it was a rock. I don't know why my drag's not going, but I'm just gonna go with it.
God, bottom baits today. Bottom baits are the deal. I got a weird glare. Ooh. Oh, not a giant.
Not a giant, but holy cow, we are on the way.
Yeah, we're
catching. We're doing it. We're really doing it, Randy. Just smoked it too.
Yeah, I saw you lean back into it. I'm like, what are you doing?
All right, so this is a little guy. This is my first one, but just chunk balls. This is probably like a 3.5-ish. It's super hard to tell with these things, but we're gonna chuck this one back and get back up there because this is right on the tip of a point with some rock coming out. So the theory is there's more of them there because he hit it really hard too. So
Yeah.
get back out.
So currently things are going a lot better. This mustache must have a little bit better juju to it because I'm not going to be cutting this one off, at least yet. So right now what we're seeing is there's a lot of fish, or not a lot of fish, but enough fish shallow and up on shallow flats just because the sun's out and the water temp is skyrocketing. We haven't caught any giant females yet, which I just have a hunch that if we do catch big females, they're going to be packed super tight this time of year. That's just kind of what they do. Smallmouth nature, pre-spawn, you're going to find a lot of them if you find them. So yeah, right now everything is looking up. So we want to get back after it. You got to catch a giant.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's such a weird bite to me. It's so unique.
They get so honed in on it.
Big,
Big.
biggin. Yep. Oh god.
That's a growing one.
Yeah, that one's grown.
Holy balls.
Barely hooked. Oh. It's just bigger than what we've been catching. But
That one's flying?
yeah, big male. Big male. These are usually the males that we're getting. Big old male. But that's good. Those 2 bites and 2 casts. Look how long that sucker is. It's fair to say it's going a lot better than this fall. So yeah, mustache in the state. Dude, it's not a bad one.
Long. You want to weigh it?
Sure. 410. Just long. Super long. That is an old fish, dude. That thing has been around. Look, he's blind.
Huh.
All right, there's a bunch more there. I think we're getting too close to him because he bit really late into the cast. Here, jig bite. Things are looking up for the boys.
That a big one?
Very big one. Oh my gosh, dude. It's a giant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my, it's ripping drag out there. Did you see it?
Yeah, it looks freaking enormous.
It feels very big.
You can see him kind of boiling.
Like, it was ripping drag out there.
Oh my god.
What is going on?
That's a...
Did I snag it? Is that what happened?
I don't know. It's big.
Oh, I did snag it.
No, you're just tangled.
Tangled up. That's what I was feeling. Oh, it's not even that big a one. He's just all like...
It's still a big one.
It's still a big one.
Dude,
No,
I mean,
it's a pretty good one.
that's a big one. Here, I'll set it right there.
Like,
Okay, you're good, Chief.
all right, so it's just starting to warm up. It's not quite there yet, but the fish are actually getting shallow, and there's fish super shallow with the water temp skyrocketing. Like one of the best smallmouth baits is a little hair jig, and it's all caught in the net. But
Let's get that guy back first, then we'll talk about the hair jig.
okay. So the pre-spawn is underway. Like the fish aren't all up there, but it's getting there. Water temps are skyrocketing and the fish are just using really, really shallow flats with that warming water. One way to catch them, and probably one of my favorite ways to catch them, is a small hair jig up in that shallow water. This is a 3 32nd ounce. I mean, you can use whatever you like. I just use, this is one that my buddy makes. But the setup is super critical. You need a long, like, whippy rod. This is a 7/6 medium light extreme from Croy. Light line. This is 10-pound plasma sunline and a 6-pound fluorocarbon leader. And I usually like quite a bit of leader just because they follow it, and on shallow flats I just want to disguise my line as much as as much as possible. But yeah, I like 6-pound sniper or shooter from Sunline, 10 to 8-pound plasma braid from Sunline, and a 3,000 or even a 4,000 size reel works really well.
And now, see if there's a bigger one up there, right?
Now, yeah, we're gonna go for it. Go for it.
This one's a different caliber. We've seen a couple now.
That's a better one.
There we go.
There we go. That's a nice one.
That's a big one. That's a 5er. Yeah. Alright, let me grab the camera, show the GoPro. Woo! Yay!
Yeah, we caught a bass!
We're doing it!
This is what I'm used to catching. That's really good.
Yeah, we got the scale right there.
This is so much more fun and enjoyable.
It is. Well, it's, I'm gonna have you hop on the back deck for this one. What is it?
5.5.
550?
Yeah. Yeah, typically out here, like on a lot of these lakes, for whatever reason, you normally want to float a hair jig through the water column and, you know, keep it away from bottom. But out here, I don't know if it's just that they're gorging on crayfish right now this time of year, but they really like it ticking off bottom. Like this one was almost a reaction bite. Like I felt rock, popped it, and the fish ate.
How big was that one?
This is a 5.5 pounder.
There we go. All right.
I was gonna say, if I didn't catch a fish on that cast, I'm like, that is the cast, you dirty. But they're there.
We're doing it.
It's
better.
It's better. Really? Real big. Oh, there we go. That's a toad. Nice.
Choked
Oh.
that tube.
Oh. Look at his face. He's just stout.
Oh my gosh.
What a beefer.
Just a hand. And we're gonna get this big girl back. We want to get a weight on her. So this is my first big one of the day. Like Cody said, it's going much better now than it was in the fall. With this warm weather, these fish are just piling into these flats and rock shelves right now. It's kind of onesie twosie, but it's gonna go nuts here soon. This one's 502, just over 5 pounds. Just look at that thing. Oh, there she did. Yeah. She perked off. Look at that. She knows she's going home. All right. So when you get her back, then I'm going to talk to you about my tube setup. See ya, honey. Oh, yeah, there she goes. All right, so tubes. So kind of what Cody and I are doing, we're doing 1-2 approach, which if you're fishing with someone this time of year, a good way to attack smallmouth is figure out, are they eating up or are they eating down? And we've found today they're kind of doing both. But what I'm throwing is a tube. So this is just a little, I think it's a Howie's tube, but you can do it with poor boys, whatever, just a little tube head. But the big important thing with a tube is your setup. So this is a Dobbins Caden series. It's a 713 SF. This rod's a medium, but it's almost more medium heavy. It's a pretty heavy rod, and you really want that for a tube because for some reason tube fish like to throw a hook. So you need something really strong to like really yank on them. So I got that paired with Sunline X Plasma. I think this is a 16 pound. And then on my leader, I got 12 pound actually, 12 pound shooter. And the reason I got 12 is just like I said, you want to jack them. Because they do really like to throw it when they're gorging on those crayfish. But yeah, this is getting a lot better. These fish are piling in. And yeah, any of this tackle we're using too, you guys can get it all at Omnia. They have it all stocked, but we're gonna get back to trying to catch a 7 pounder because they're gonna show up soon. It's only a matter of time. Could be minutes, could be hours, could be a couple days, but they're coming to us instead of us chasing them, which is nice.
So now we're kind of gauging where the lakes are as far as the pre-spawn, and we got a pretty good gauge with this lake. It was okay. I would give it like a, I guess compared to last fall, this was excellent. But as springs go, this is like a C+. C+, not bad. We caught a couple 5 pounders, caught 24 pounds quick, but that's not the end goal. Like our main goal is still to show you a 7 pounder, and if we're lucky enough to see one of those special 30+ pound bags, like that's what we're after. But we got a gauge on this lake. We're gonna hop over on another lake where it's almost right here, but it could be really right just down the road, and that's what we're after.
Perfect. We're looking for a lot of fish in a group, not individuals,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Say that?
I said we're looking for
a lot
of individual fish here, not schools.
Correct.
We're looking for schools.
Schools are good. The more fish you have in a school, the better chance you're gonna catch a big one. And right now it's just onesie twosies all over this lake. It'll be good in a couple days. We'll be back, but we gotta head down the road and find where it's actually happening and going down.